Welcome back to the Bible Study Journey. Today, we're diving deep into Genesis chapter 21, a powerful chapter that proves one simple, unshakable truth. What God promises, He fulfills, and always on His perfect timing. Let's jump right in. Genesis 21 opens with one of the most joyful moments in all of Scripture. After years and years of waiting, after all the doubt, the fear, and even Sarah's laughter of disbelief, God fulfills His promise. Sarah becomes pregnant and gives birth to a son, exactly as God had said she would. They name him Isaac, which means laughter. A beautiful and constant reminder that God can turn our deepest doubts into overwhelming joy. This powerful moment teaches us something so important for our own lives. A delay from God is not a denial from God. He was never late. He was right on time, according to His perfect plan. Following this incredible blessing, Abraham circumcises Isaac on the 8th day, obeying God's command. This isn't just a minor detail. It's a crucial lesson. It shows us that our obedience to God still matters, even after the blessings arrive. In fact, blessings don't replace our need for obedience, often confirm and deepen it. True faith is shown not just in waiting for the promise, but in walking faithfully after the promise is fulfilled. But as Isaac grows, tension starts to build in Abraham's household. Sarah sees Ishmael, Hagar's son, mocking Isaac. Filled with a mother's concern for her son's future and inheritance, she demands that Abraham send Hagar and Ishmael away. This is a painful, difficult moment for everyone involved, especially Abraham. Yet, God reassures him, saying, "Listen to whatever Sarah tells you, because it is through Isaac that your offspring will be reckoned." This doesn't mean God is punishing Ishmael. In fact, He makes another promise right then and there, that Ishmael will also become a great nation, because he too is Abraham's son. This complex story reveals a few things about God's character. First, God's primary plan will always move forward, no matter the human drama. Second, even in painful situations, God shows immense compassion. And third, God never abandons the brokenhearted or the forgotten. Now, let's follow Hagar and Ishmael. They are sent away and find themselves wandering in the wilderness of Beersheba. Soon, their water runs out. In complete despair, Hagar places her son under a bush and walks away, unable to watch him die. She weeps, her heart shattered. But God hears the cries of the child. An angel calls out to her, "What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid." And then, God does something amazing. He opens Hagar's eyes, and she sees a well that was right there all along. This is such a powerful image for us. Sometimes, when we're in our own wilderness, God doesn't immediately remove us from the difficult situation. Instead, He reveals the provision that He had already placed there, waiting for us to see it. He provides for us right in the middle of our struggle. The chapter then closes with a seemingly different story. Abram makes a peace treaty with a local king, Abimelech, over a well. To seal the agreement and establish his ownership, Abraham plants a tamarisk tree and calls on the name of the Lord, the eternal God. This ending isn't random. It's a reminder that God's promises don't just bless our individual families. They have a ripple effect, influencing communities and even nations. Our faith and God's faithfulness have a public testimony. So what can we take away from Genesis 21 today? First, God keeps His promises, even when we've been waiting for a very long time. Second, God's timing is always perfect. Third, God sees and hears the brokenhearted. No one is invisible to Him. And finally, God provides for us, even in the driest of wildernesses. If you're waiting on God for something today, if you feel forgotten or lost, if the promise He's given you seems impossible, let Genesis 21 be your encouragement. God has not forgotten you. He is working, and in His time, joy is coming. Thank you for joining me on the Bible study journey. If this message encouraged you, please like, share, and subscribe as we continue to walk through the book of Genesis together. See you next time.